Everybody, welcome to the show. Episode 85 of the studio, our grand return. What's up, John?
How you doing?
How you doing, man? How's you been? How you been?
Not bad. How about you?
Yeah, living the dream, as it were.
Hi, John.
Mama Donna.
Hey, Mama Donna.
So tonight we're talking about and celebrating the release of Youngblood number 100 and what it means to us, what it means to the comic book industry as a whole. Because without Youngblood number 1, I don't think there would even be an Image Comics. So there you go. John, you got a favorite Youngblood character?
Not really, because they have I like all of them.
Yeah.
It was definitely my first Image comic.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always more excited to see the exciting stories that were going on. Because I like Photon, Cougar, all Combat, Die Hard, Shaft, all of them.
Yeah, I think I'm a big fan of Bad Rock.
I even liked Riptide. I thought she was kind of cool for a little bit.
Yeah, she's the one that controls the water, right?
Yeah.
Can you get the camo? You sure you don't need no help? Okay.
Because when I was a kid and these comics were first coming out, just about anything Rob Liefeld, I was like, ooh, what's that? I got to have it.
Yeah, definitely. I got the folder of some of the covers that were done for this issue.
Yeah.
Some I've seen, some I haven't.
I got kind of lucky because I live within walking distance of one of my comic shops.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped by there. Was it on the 10th is when it came out? I stopped by there on my way home from work, and I got to choose. So I ended up getting the Portasio cover.
I wanted the Silvestri cover, but they were all sold out. I couldn't get that. So I ended up with the standard Liefeld one with the 100 behind it.
Yep. I liked that one, but the Portasio one spoke to me more.
Let me see if I can share this window, and we can check some of these out. Okay, there we go.
Yep,
So,
that was up there.
Yeah,
if I would have known though, they did have a few copies of the Silvestri cover.
Yeah, they got a couple of different ones. And this one, I think this one is like a little bit more with the coloring. It's a little different with the coloring.
Or didn't they have some with different characters on them?
Yeah.
The ones in the sights?
Yeah, that's the one right there. Can you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, he homaged his work on one of the X-Force
New Mutants, yeah.
covers.
Now
Mutants,
this one is drawn by him and inked by McFarlane. And I got to tell you,
I think they were a good combination.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I mean, McFarlane's ink just takes Liefeld's work to a whole different level. And I don't know who did the coloring on that one, but it's pretty badass. And then
Doesn't Matt Yaki do a lot of his stuff, or he used to?
I don't know on this particular one.
Hold on, I've got my copy right here because I'm using his reference. See, I am pretty excited that Shelby Robertson helped ink some of this, though.
Yeah, Shelby and Rob, they work pretty good together.
Juan Manuel Rodriguez did the color art.
Oh, wow. I've heard that name before. Then we got this one by Eric Larson. I think all the founders.
I don't know, did they? Because I know I saw this one, Silvestri's, Wils's, Rob, of course, but did Jim do anything?
No, I don't think Jim counts himself as the founder anymore. I think he left altogether. I don't even think he's part of the...
Oh, I don't know.
I think he's just straight up DC. I could be wrong about that, though. But I don't think he did a cover for this. So this is by Eric Larson, which not too bad.
Yep.
I'm not the biggest fan of Larson's work, but I'll give the man his flowers.
I like his older work better.
Yeah, now see here's the other. This is like, I guess this is more of a color accurate homage to what they were going for with the New Mutants. Was that 99?
I think so.
Chad, what is that? What is this homage to? Is it New Mutants 98, 99? Which one? Let me know if you don't mind. And then we got this one. Now, this is the Pistachio cover.
Yeah, that's the one that I grabbed.
And
I
I
don't know
thought it
what it
was,
is about it, but for me, the dynamic angle that they
oh,
went for,
yeah,
the kind of action shot, it grabs my. Whenever a comic has the characters kind of going for charging at the unseen villain,
yeah.
and that always does it for me.
I like the way he drew Bad Rock's eyebrows. That's different. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, me either.
I do like that, and it's almost like an homage to the X-Men, where they're ripping into the cover a little
Maybe.
bit there.
Yeah. That Gatling gun really does it for me too, though. The Chapel's holding in the front or
Oh hell
foreground.
yeah, hell yeah, with the laser sight and all that stuff.
Yeah, like you
Pretty
like you
tight.
would need a sight for a Gatling gun.
Yeah, and we got. I think this is from a trading card that's just been blown up.
I believe so. That or it's the individual trading cards you could have gotten when you bought the original Youngblood.
Could be.
Because the that shaft pose
That's the
was
shaft.
on one of the
It's
cards I
yeah.
got.
I mean I've seen this art before. I know I have.
I'm
And
gonna
then we
guess it
got
was for the those cards.
probably. Then we got this one. I think this is from the reprint, or no, this is one he did. This is one Liefeld did just for Hot Flips. Hotflips.com. I saw this the other day. This is Die Hard with a bunch of blood splatter on him. And see, guys, he can draw feet. And this one I just thought was freaking phenomenal. I
I
do
didn't
not.
even see that one. Who drew
I
that?
don't know who the artist is,
I've never seen that one. Holy crap.
but I saw this on a website. I meant to annotate it, totally didn't, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
That one
That
needs to be an action figure.
yeah, that is the baddest Bad Rock I've ever seen.
Because I've got the original Bad Rock action figure from the Spawn line,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got to dig it out. But I've got him in. I think I found Shaft at like a thrift store years later. So I've got the figure. I don't have all his extras that came with it, but at least got the Shaft figure, and I've got the Bad Rock figure as well.
Yeah, Bad Rock is fucking brutal, dude.
Yeah.
100%. So I was going to try to draw like a collection of them. I don't really have a plan or anything like that. There were a few things I wanted to discuss, like just some stuff that I saw that was kind of interest that
Yep.
I wanted to talk about because I didn't know who might show up, who might not, that kind of stuff. So Ortiz said he'll be in a little later. And I
Okay.
think the other guys have broken off. They're doing their own thing on drawing enemies. Good for them. More power to them. Uh, so anyway, let me see if I can share some of these links that I got. This is about Youngblood 100 second printing. Let me see here. So this is from comicbookaddicts.com,
Hmm.
talking about the second printing that was announced after Image Comics is sold out. So they're already on the second printing, which, big surprise. We already knew that. Plus, Rob,
Still, it's only been like not even a week yet. Holy crap.
well, I mean, this is one of the highly anticipated comics, I think.
Well, I have been seeing in some of his Facebook groups,
Mm-hmm.
people are trying to track down like the whole set of all the books. So,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah, so I can see why it sold out so quickly.
So 100 is sold out completely at the distributor level. Image Comics is moving fast to keep up with demand. The milestone issue from comic book icon and Image Comics co-founder Rob Liefeld is already being rushed back to print, with Youngblood number 100 second printing arriving in comic book shops on Wednesday, July the 8th. So guys, if you're out there and you're checking out the show, if you haven't got your copy of Youngblood number 100 yet, you still have a chance. Head to LCS on Wednesday, July the 8th. There should be some second printing sitting over there for you. And, of course, for more updates on some of that, you can go to the Image Comics website and or Twitter or whatever. Just kind of, they got cover A, They're offering 3 new cover options with the second printing. They got cover A that puts Chapel front and center. Gunside's trading on the all-new lineup of characters from across Image Comics. The targets include Invincible by Corey Walker. That's the original artist, by the way, for the series.
Mm-hmm.
Dork, which I've been hearing tons about. I don't know anything about it. I haven't read it yet.
I've seen it on the shelves, and I've heard about it myself, but I haven't grabbed any copies yet.
But it is, it's tearing the sales up, man. It was like #1, wasn't it?
I know it's been pretty
When it
popular
first came
for a few months now.
Yeah. Something called Elsie from Feral by Trish Forster and Fireborn by Patrick McCullen. That makes
I
cover
saw
A feel like
Fireborn on the shelf when I grabbed this, because I went in there. It was like, I only want one book, because you know darn well you go to the comic shop, you say, hey, I only want this one, and then you end up leaving with like 5 other books.
Hell yeah.
I tried my damnedest to only go in and grab what I came for, so I actually succeeded this time.
Yeah, that's a little easier to do nowadays. These things cost $5 a pop. But back in the day when they were like $75, 75. Yeah, go for it, Don. $75 for a comic book. 75 cents to $1. Yeah, dude, I would go in and I would just load the F up.
Oh yeah.
If it even looked halfway interesting, I'd grab it.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, after I became an adult and I started running out of space in my house, I had to get pickier on what I grabbed. But yeah, when I was a kid, I would that's why I did my chores, so I can go buy comic books.
Yeah.
That's why I willingly did my chores.
It's the only reason you have chores, man.
Buy comic books.
Cover B brings in the Ghost Machine universe, which sadly I have still not checked out. I've gotten so many recommendations from people to check this out, and I just haven't had time, man.
I've heard. I saw it when it came out. Was it like, I want to say like 3 years ago in MegaCon?
Been that long? 3 years?
I think.
Jesus.
It didn't really do a whole lot for me at first, but after I got a chance to chat with Danny Miki a little bit, because you know how I've been trying to get more interested in my inking.
Yeah.
He got my attention because he worked on, I want to say Hyde Street, and I want to say it was like 7 or 8, and there was a pinup he had posted for it, and it just blew my mind. So outside of that, though, I don't think I have a whole lot of the of that line. So what we have, there's one called Exodus, I believe, that one of the guys that reminds me of David Finch draws it.
Oh wow.
He drew Batman for a while too.
Nice.
He's got one, I want to say he's called Exodus, which looks pretty cool. I mean, because he I think it takes place on a different planet. All the characters have like their own individual armor, personalities, and all that. And
damn,
it looks pretty cool. I would look into the line if you were thinking about it, because
well, I'm a fan of Gary Frank. I'm a fan of Jason Fobach.
He's the one that did Exodus.
Oh,
I could not remember his name.
So they got
Gary
cover B
Frank
that's got
there's one called, was it Red Coat?
Rook by Jason Fobach, Geiger by Gary Frank, Mr. X-Ray from Hyde Street by Ivan Reyes. Now he worked on some Green Lantern. He did Aquaman too back in the day.
I want to say Ivan did the Hyde Street that I got, but with him and Danny Miki inking him, holy crap!
And Rose from Hornsby and Halo by Peter. Oh, here we go. Snedjebrit. SNEJEJEJRB. I can't fucking pronounce it. Sorry.
I don't know.
For Ghost Machine fans, it's a strong collector pool connects Youngblood 100 to one of the most talked about creator-owned universes in current comics. And cover C is a black and white blank gun sight sketch variant. This one feels built for the convention season, giving the fans a clean black and white Liefeld image with open targeting circles that can be customized by artists, creators, or collectors. That makes the sketch cover especially fun for fans who love convention commissioned signatures and personalized collector pieces. And as we know, it is convention season. So yeah, no surprise that Youngblood number 100 is doing gangbusters all out. And there was this that I saw about Star Wars' deleted scene. And I thought this was very interesting, dude,
Mm-hmm.
because I remember this scene in the movie talking about where him and Biggs were talking to each other. I'll read about it here in a minute, but I remember seeing this, and I've discussed it with other people, and they're like, "No, dude, that was never in the movie." But turns out it was in the very first theatrical release back in '77 or '78, whenever this first came out. Yeah, that's how old I am. So we got the Star Wars deleted scene completely changes Luke Skywalker's life. The longest deleted scene included the Star Wars in the Star Wars Blu-ray collection. Totally changes Luke's introduction. We see Luke at a local cantina on Tatooine, watching the skies as Darth Vader and his Imperial forces are closing in on Princess Leia and her escape ship. So basically, the opening scene.
Mm-hmm.
And Luke runs back in. I guess he's looking at this through a pair of high-powered binoculars. He runs back into the cantina to tell his friends about the space battle that's taking place over top of their world. And instead, he finds his friend Biggs is back on world. Biggs, I believe, is also his cousin. Anyway, Luke tries to show his friends the space battle, but by the time they get up there, it's all over. No one believes him. And then the second scene sees Biggs and Luke walking away from the cantina together as Luke regales his buddy with the story of all the mischief he's causing while doing races in the Speedster. It's then that Biggs confides in Luke that he's defected from the Imperial Academy and has been recruited by the Rebellion. Now, I remember seeing this where they're kind of walking out the cantina, and I swear, dude, I remember seeing them like standing on the edge of a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember Biggs putting his leg up on like this on the land speeder. Dude had a cape on, and he was talking to Luke all about this. I remember this just clear as friggin' day. And for years, I was starting to think it was like a Mandela effect because everybody that I ever talked to was like, "No, this was never in the movie. You're high, dude. You were smoking some crack
Mm-hmm.
when you went to go see this thing. You're just wrong, bro." And I'm like, "No, I remember this. I kept remembering it." And then I see this article the other day, and I'm like, "Son of a bitch, I was right. Justification, validation. It has happened." So anyway, there you go. And I don't know if they plan on bringing this back to like any future releases or not. It hasn't been in anything since.
I don't know the way Disney's been handling it. They've kind of ruined
Oh,
Star
without a
Wars for
doubt.
me.
And of course, we all know. Congratulations, of course, goes to Elon Musk, who's the world's first trillionaire, by the way. Don't want to let that go without saying. But I did want to celebrate another anniversary. Liz Hurley, her 61st birthday. And I got to tell you, 61 never looked so good, guys. Look at that.
Hmm.
This is a woman who is aging better than fine wine. Billy Ray Cyrus is a very lucky man. For those of you who out there who are thinking, Don, you're such a pig. Yes, I agree. I'm a big pig. I love the female form. There's nothing wrong with it, especially when it's natural and supple and is aged gracefully. It's a work of art. There is no artist better than God. And I got to say, this is some of his finest work. So happy birthday to Elizabeth Hurley, 61. Keep doing it.
I think the first time I remember seeing her was it Bedazzled or something like that
Bedazzled. Yeah, I
with
remember that too.
with Brendan Fraser.
Oh, was he in that?
I think so, if I'm
Nice.
thinking of the right movie. Apparently, that was like a reboot or something. I didn't know at the time. I was like, hey.
Nicely done. Nicely done. So yeah, I guess I'll start sketching some stuff out, and we'll try to keep it going. Guys, watching there, the invitation to join the show if you want to is in the chat. So feel free to hop on in. You can draw along with us. You can talk. You can hang out, do whatever the hell you want. I know I've been gone a long time. I apologize. Just had to get my shit together. I had to take a break. And now hopefully I can come back and we can do the damn thing. So, John, what the hell's going on in your corner of the universe?
Not much.
I noticed that you've been putting a whole lot of art up with the inking samples. Is
Trying
there
to,
any,
yeah.
Is there any more word on that?
Uh, no, I've been doing that as a way to try to improve my work, and
Mm-hmm.
also try to one more service I can offer potential customers. I've gotten a couple of commissions, but nothing that would be like world shattering or anything like that.
Dude, oh,
But I figured the more I can do, the more marketable I can be. That's why I started expanding into the inking more.
any word on your con? Are you doing X to the Z?
Yeah, I spoke with George, the writer.
Is it number two or are you up to
No,
three?
no, we're going to be working on number three.
Nice.
Yeah, one and two are in print, and actually George was at a show here in Florida, I believe, around Miami or something. So uh, he was posting pictures all day of people buying the books. So it's always a good feeling.
Hell yeah. Is it a certified hit?
I think so.
Nicely done. And you got plans for more?
Yeah, we're gonna do at least three, uh, and then kind of play it by ear on what fans want.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if necessarily it can go forever, but we're gonna see what we can get away with.
Well, you
And
never know.
then we're also doing what was it, that the book, the Phantasmagoria book, he anthology series that he does.
Mm-hmm.
Normally we have I created a character who's kind of like a hot Hispanic crypt keeper kind of character. So normally I have the opening page and the closing page, and of issue one and two of that, I have both of those pages in each book. And George wants to expand her role and make her, I guess, a more of a legitimate character.
Nice. How is she doing, by the way?
Hot as ever.
No, I mean the one the character's based off of.
Well, I
And
kind of mixed Crypt Keeper, Elvira, and then what else? And then two or three other ones, and made it more of like a Hispanic kind of character,
mm-hmm.
like a Hispanic ghoul version of Elvira. As I'm talking, I'm trying to look for the pages,
Okay,
or at least a page. I can show people what I'm talking about.
that's cool. Yeah, bring it up. Be cool to see.
Is her name is Juliana Graves.
Juliana Graves. Nice.
Is a I'm kind of at a stage where a lot of things are in the works, so I don't know exactly what all I can and can't talk about.
I understand.
But I know George won't mind the advertising. That's a fun situation because there it's George understands that comic books are a collaborative process. He's the writer. He'll come up. He'll say, "Hey, this is what I want to do," and then whenever I have an idea to add to the story,
Uh-huh.
he always hears me out. And then a lot of times, uh, we'll get to put it in there.
It's collaborative unless you're a dummy like me and try to do everything by yourself.
See, this is Juliana.
Hang on, let me make it big. I don't know if I've seen that before. Oh shit, dude! I
I
like
think
this
that
stitching.
this is one of the ones from issue one, and
What's up, Bam Graphics?
then we got issue two intro.
Nice.
I like him thick
I
too,
like the
so
dude crawling out of the gravestone, man. It's
I
bad.
hope fans don't mind, but I like him thick. Yeah, I like to hide stuff in the backgrounds just so people notice.
That's cool, man.
This is probably my favorite ones ever so far.
Nice. And your inking is getting a hell of a lot better.
Thank you, thank you. You know what a big fan I am of Kyle Holtz and Kelly Jones.
Yeah.
I I met Kyle like 7 years ago or so
Mm-hmm.
at a Tampa Bay Comic Con, and while I was talking to him, I spent a good 30 minutes at his booth. He kind of opened my eyes on how to do stuff, and I tried to make sure I listened to everything he said. And ever since then, it's like I can't seem to put my damn ink pen down now.
So is
So
that your overall? Excuse me. That's your overall goal is to try to be more of an anchor.
no, man, I love penciling, but I'm looking at it more from a marketable standpoint. If I can do more, there's more opportunities for me.
Okay, that's cool.
Because I spoke with what was it, Karan Grant, or he contacted me about possibly doing something on one of his books.
That's
So
cool.
I wasn't even expecting that to ever talk with him, and so when
How did he contact, like, through Facebook or something?
yeah, he contacted me through Facebook Messenger, and we set up a time for us to talk. So I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
I love his work. I mean, I was professional the whole time, but during the whole conversation, I was trying my damnedest not to fanboy out.
It's kind of
But
hard, you know.
he seemed really cool about it. So I guess we'll see. He seems to like my stuff when I post it. And then I think my favorite one that I've done so far is the Bad Rock I did from Cedric Nacone.
Hmm.
That was probably my favorite that I've inked so far. Because since I started doing these pieces, I started off the hardest one possible. I mean, I had those ones that Michael Ortiz sent me, and
Hmm.
then I went and did some, graduated from that to Stephen Platt work. But I think this Cedric Nacone is one of my favorite pieces in my portfolio so far.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good, man. Like I said, you know, I don't always click like on everything. Okay, I apologize. I'll try to get better with it. But I've been keeping an eye on the stuff out there. Yeah, that one you get a lot of buzz off of this one, man.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to do that?
Um, a day or two, I guess, but I did a little bit at a time because I did it around my work schedule.
Very cool. Yeah, you got a ton of hits on that one, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, because the more eyes you get on it, the better chance you have of a paying customer actually contacting you. Because
You've
it's
been,
always great.
you've been steady improving, you know. That's
It's
what's up.
always great when someone compliments your work, but it's a whole different kind of great when someone likes your work enough to pay you to do it.
Yeah, that's the best part. Being paid to do what you love.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's at. And maybe don't do it for free. That's always better.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't be like that poor son of a bitch that was on Twitter the other day. That was just sad.
I didn't. I don't know about that one.
I don't know that I can't remember the guy's name, but there was some dude. He was all about how he did these 50 pages free for somebody. Was it Sniller? Hey, what's up, Mike?
Hey, buddy.
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing pretty good, man.
Pretty
How you
good.
been?
Good, good. Glad to see you back.
Yeah, man. Me too. I was getting heat from everybody.
Yeah,
Get your ass back on the internet. I'm like, okay, I guess.
cool.
No, I had to get my head right. I had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I know. I can imagine. You know, sorry you had to go through all of that, but
Well,
um,
I came out of the other side a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Uh,
What doesn't kill you?
yeah, what don't kill you, right?
Yeah. How's your mom doing?
Oh, she's kicking ass, man. She's yeah. See, she's
Oh, right on.
background. She's still doing her thing.
Very cool. Glad to
We
hear.
took her to the doctor for her 6 month checkup like a week or two ago. Her A1Cs were a little high, but other than that, man, she's doing really good. Her cholesterol is down. She put on a little bit of weight, but I mean, that's because I feed her so well. That's my fault. Hi, guys. There she is.
Hey, Mama Donna.
Mama Donna, tell the world how you doing. I'm doing great. Damn right.
Very cool. Glad to hear it.
Yep. What about you, Mike? How you hanging in there?
Pretty well, pretty good. Just you know, working mostly taking care of my family, my grandkids and stuff, doing that, a lot of that. And you know, artwork wise, I mean I'm still working on Arachnus and still trying to do uh as much as I can on comic book work all the time, including writing the script. But
Yeah.
uh lately I've been pulled back into the airbrushing stuff just for the, because I need the money. And um
But you do that so well.
yeah, I enjoy it too. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a step backwards and going, and getting back into uh doing airbrushing work, on commission. I wish I was doing it for fun, but I don't mind it. It's just um the Florida heat really is a killer.
Oh, dude, this
Yeah.
heat, man. Damn.
So I'm trying to airbrush, but I'm out there and it's these bike shops in the garage, and it's,
Sweating your ass off.
oh man, it's killing me. Yeah, I'm like,
We're
I want to
getting
go
ready.
back to my air conditioned drawing table
Yeah,
and
no shit.
comic book work, but
We're getting ready to go into a little bit of a cooling trend here in the Old Dominion. So that's
what
going to
do
be
you
nice.
mean? What's that?
Virginia.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we've been getting our asses tore by the heat last couple of days, though. We had record 100 degrees the other day.
oh man,
Yeah, I'm a my regular job. I'm a diesel technician,
yeah,
so I'm sweating my butt off from like 7:30 in the morning when I get to work until roughly 5:30 when I get home at night.
wow.
Damn.
So you're outside all the time?
Well, I mean, I work in a garage, but since the doors are open most of the time,
Mm.
it's not much different than actually being in the sun itself.
That's true. Yeah. We just basically all you can do when it gets to be like that kind of hot, even in the air conditioner, because you can still feel the humidity a little bit.
Yeah,
You just gotta
unfortunately,
take it easy.
we've been trying to figure it out how to cool the environment down, but it just takes money. I don't have the money to set up a portable air conditioning system that, or even this guy's shop. Um, he's a
Oh,
good guy. He's a
Michael,
good friend.
Michael, let me tell you something. I seen these things advertised on Amazon. I don't know what the hell they're called. You can get them for relatively cheap. They can go between 20 and $100. Okay, they
Mhm.
look like headphones. You wear them around your neck. They're portable air conditioning units. You charge
Oh,
them up, and they're good for a couple hours. I had one a couple of years ago. I used to wear it at nighttime when I was sleeping.
mm-hmm.
It can get a little loud, but I mean, if you listen to music or something, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It helps cool your body down quite a bit.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
That's
that might be something to look into.
Yeah. This next job, I just got a job that just came up on repainting a lowrider. Right.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and that one is outside under a tent, and so I'm gonna try and figure out maybe I can find that air conditioning system. This guy, I did this job for him like years ago. Like it was a while, maybe back in 2000, um, 2004, 2005, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those jobs that he's the guy that owned the car. He's a bit of a character. He's a really good guy. We're really close friends, but he went through some stuff during the time that we were working on that car together. And his lifestyle, he's southern, um, here in Southern California, up in Waimama, and he's Mexican, um, and he's like, he likes to drink and he likes to womanize, and he lives this kind of crazy lifestyle with cousins and family, and at the beginning, when he commissioned me this job, he was making his money nefariously. He had
Oh.
his own way of making his own money, right?
Uh-huh.
And so the way I am, because I'm a Christian, and and to be honest with you, I was walking the path back then, in those early years. I had had this spiritual awakening, and I felt like I was walking with God, and just very present in every experience. I mean, I was so present, especially with the birth of my daughter, who's now 17.
Nice.
But so I got close to him and his family, his wife. She was a really cool lady, but she was having a hard time with him because he just um, kept, women were all over him all the time. I don't know why either. You know, he had a good attitude, I guess, or
That must have
personality.
been nice.
Well, it wasn't nice for him or for his woman because it caused a lot of conflict, and But anyway, that was neither here nor there. That's like his personal stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I'm trying to get this car done, and and he got all this opportunity to market it and promote it, and it was going to be part of this Disney show because it was a lowrider. The car they used was a one-off kind of car that don't make them anymore. I think there were like that car that he had. There were like 150 of them made, and I wish I could remember what it was called. But it had American in the title of the maker, American something.
Okay.
American
And
Motors.
yeah, yeah, American Motors. It was American Motors car.
Oh wow,
Uh,
those cars went out in the '70s.
yeah, and this one was it was a specific design that they just decided to go a different route with it. So they only made a few of these cars, um, and he has one with a lot of the original parts to it still, right?
Mm-hmm.
But and he wanted to do a lowrider design based off of Shrek, right?
Nice.
And him and he looks like he looks like Shrek, right? So I made him sort of he was Shrek and his wife was Fiona. And so I did this out, this whole painting on the all over the car was using Shrek images, and and it was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work and it was a lot of driving back and forth, and I didn't have a driver's license at the time, so he would have to come and get me, and it was always like, you know, like it was always a miracle that I made it there and back in his car because of the way that guy drives. I
Oh,
was
damn.
just amazed that I was alive still at the end of it because he was crazy like that. And we're smoking weed while we're driving and stuff like that, and blunts, right? Lots of blunts.
Blunts.
Yeah, and and money was going good, but you know, I didn't mind the money. I liked, the money was good. I needed, but I was making a lot of money at that time airbrushing. I was like going crazy on how just packed my schedule was, right?
Uh-huh.
Having a good time with it. But as I got closer to him and his family, I was like, dude, you got to find another way to make money because you're putting yourself and your family in danger by making money the way you're making it. And lo and behold, he took my words seriously, my advice seriously, and So he just quit and gave up that game. But then afterwards, then he was having a hard time finding money to pay me for the job to finish. And and then then he got in trouble with his wife, and it was a big falling out and everything. And they separate and divorce eventually, and he's with his new wife now, which was the young girl back then. And she's cool. She's really cool. We're close. We got close too after a few years of But I liked his first wife and a bunch of kids that he had that he you know left them for this new girl, and then had a bunch of kids with her too. But I hadn't talked to him. It had been years. We just sort of fell apart, because um, he was all in his living his life and doing his thing, but in a different town, a different city, or like about an hour from here. And so we didn't. I hadn't talked to him, and then yeah, and I actually hadn't spoken to him, I think, for about 8 years now. And then um, suddenly he contacted me out of the blue, and he's like, "Hey, Mike," and I was like, "Holy shit!" And it turned out he had gotten uh, colon cancer.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and it almost killed him. Apparently, he went through chemo, and it was like stage 4, and or I think it was colon cancer. But he ended up, having part of his stomach removed and part of his intestines and stuff.
Jeez.
And yeah, and lost a lot of weight. And then his youngest, one of his daughters, when last time I saw her, she was just a little kid, but she's a complete adult now. Um, Got into an accident and was burnt. Um, Most of her, like, I don't know, 80% of her body was burnt, third degree, but not her face, just a little bit on her face, but in her front, it was something. I think she fell in, or a barbecue fell on top of her or something like that, like
Damn.
a full running when she was a little kid. I don't know. But she got a settlement for it, like a check for it, and it was a lot of money.
Well, that's cool.
So yeah, but after he had divorced his wife, and there was this whole war between them two, she actually ended up with the car and hid the car away from him, locked it in some warehouse at one of her family's house, and he was never able to see the car again. And it had been like
The
10 years
payback.
for him, or something like that, about 10 years. But he got sick and everything, and I guess she made amends, or they made amends, for the kids' sake, and she
Yeah.
gave him the car back. So his daughter took the note on the car, and now she won. That's why they contacted me, because now she wants to commission me to um, paint that car, finish that car. Uh, but she doesn't want the Shrek theme on it. She wants an Aztec warrior,
See,
Mexican
that's badass.
Yeah, man.
kind of thing. So she has the car now, and yeah, they've been trying to find me for years, and they finally found me, got my number, my new number, and he was like, "Man, I've been looking for you everywhere," and he's still sick. I tried to go. I called him up a couple of days ago to see how the car's doing, because they have it all sanded down and everything, um, and they're working on it to prep it to get ready for paint, and but he had some kind of relapse and ended up back in the hospital, and
Damn, you hate to hear that.
yeah.
Well, hopefully he'll find the strength to, you know,
Yeah, I
get
know.
back
I
to his
told him, I
life.
said, I hope you're there to finally, to be there when you finally see your car fully painted.
Yeah.
How
Um,
far did you get the last time?
um, relatively far. I mean, I painted. It was all experimental. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, so I was just making up, you know, stuff as we went, and it was just, airbrushing it, and every chance I could in between, because like I said, I was booked, so I was, it was like at nights on the weekends. for- Okay, for a couple of months,
Mm-hmm.
um, and off and on, and it was actually off and on for like, I don't know, a year, 2 years, 2 years of off and on painting, sort of tagging in it as often as we could, but it was very, it was, a lot of detail. I put a lot of effort into every scene, um, just making it up, from the Shrek movie. So I added a lot of the elements, including the dragon on the hood, with the Shrek family on the hood, and then Shrek and Donkey down the side with the name Shrek and logo, all on silver base and silver base coat, and and then I mean, I did the engine well, inside the engine, underneath the car,
Damn.
in the interiors, all the dashboard, and it was all decked out, all Shrek stuff. And then to tie it all together, I made these roots from a tree or something, and um, and there was these roots just sort of, I don't know, going in and out of the car, and I had mushrooms, um, along growing off the side of the roots, and flowers, and the whole Shrek family, including the little Shrek, or the donkeys, the baby donkey,
Mm-hmm.
drag donkeys. I put those in there. Just crazy shit.
Baby donkey.
Yeah, I got images of it on my Instagram page.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
if you guys go to his Instagram, there's a lot of examples of his airbrush work in there.
Yeah, if you want some airbrushing done, the man is phenomenal.
I did Pinocchio, and I extended his nose, and then I put the three blind mice walking over it and trying to, you
Yeah,
know,
but where are they going? The three blind mice.
that's what I mean. I don't know.
They're going to the strip club.
Yeah,
And one of them, because if you look at a mice's ass, you can see little nuts on a mice, a male nut.
I'm gonna take your word for it, bro.
Well, I put it on one of the blind mice. He was coming down, like climbing down off a branch, and I put his nuts hanging in between their legs. And
I don't know why I'm thinking of it now. Because remember all those public domain characters, and people suddenly make horror movies out of them.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
They're doing that. Someone did that with Pinocchio,
Oh
Didn't
yeah.
and
somebody
it's
do
always some
that?
kind of like a poorly conceived slasher flick, like
Yeah.
barely an idea, and here, let's just go with that.
Didn't
Yeah.
somebody do that with Winnie the Pooh?
Yes, and they've made multiple ones of those, and
Oh yeah.
then
Winnie the Pooh.
I
Yeah.
made the mistake of watching ones based on Steamboat Willie. Oh
What?
my
Yeah.
god.
I don't even want to know how the hell you
You
make.
don't.
How do you do that?
Well, yeah, I think it'd be easy. It's like a black and white Mickey Mouse sort of generic looking character,
It
and
was, but it just
and then you
barely,
pull his willy out.
barely any ideas. 'Cause, I watch Peter Gilmore's stream on Friday nights,
Oh,
Hmm.
and
that's
it's about horror movies, and for whatever reason that came up during one of them, and I'm like, I want to see what it is they're talking about. I regret that
and you
decision.
regretted it ever since.
Yes. I don't blame Peter because he didn't force me to watch it, but they did talk about it. And I'm like, curiosity got the better of me. And
I think the last time I even was remotely curious about a horror movie that had an odd premise to it was something called Abraham Lincoln Vampire Killer or Vampire Hunter or
I
something.
couldn't take
But
that one
yeah, I saw
seriously
it.
enough, so
Yeah.
And
I just thought it was a fun movie.
I thought about it and I'm like, do I really want to see that?
That's not something you can really think about.
Yeah.
It's like, how would that actually happen? There's no way it would actually happen. But I just thought I thought it was a fun movie.
Well, I caught the
And
previews and dude was like swinging an axe, like
the
full on,
inappropriate humor always made it better for me.
Crazy. All right. I got to catch up to the chat. They're going to think I'm ignoring them. So we got Apex Comics in the house. What's up, buddy?
Tub Apex.
Saying hey to Mike.
Hey.
Saying all of us. Hey to all of us.
Yeah.
We got Apex saying hi to Banff. Got Gnarly Manga in the house. What's up,
Yeah, I
sir?
think I saw him earlier. What's up, Gnarly?
He said he would stop. He said he would stop into the chat and shout at us. Shout out to Mike Ferraro, by the way. His artwork is leveling up. Follow him on Twitter at Michael Ferraro. He's doing some good work over there. He's leveling up on his coloring and his art.
Cool.
And he's not a bad dude either.
Yeah, no, I think he's a good guy. I like him.
That always
Apex
helps.
says prayers for your brother Michael. Hope he's better. Apex wants to see that Aztec Warrior car.
Yeah,
Mike.
I've read enough
Oh,
Lowrider
yeah.
magazines to know that Aztec Warrior's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll definitely. I'm gonna video record the process and
Yeah,
then,
please do share it with us, man. I would love to show off some stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing some of the motorcycles that Michael painted on his Instagram. Holy crap!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, some of it, like lately I've been I got a couple of commissions doing a motorcycle tank. One was for this guy who's a fighter pilot in Canada, a Canadian fighter pilot, and he flies the F-22 Raptor.
Oh, dude, they
So
kick ass.
I painted 2 images of the F-22 on each side of his gas tank
Nice.
and a wolf on the middle, facing you. And it was fun, except that they're so tiny. You have to be really precise in these really small, tight images.
Yeah, don't sneeze when you have that airbrush in your hand.
Yeah, and it was, so yeah, I wasn't having a good time, and his studio was really like hot and sweaty, and
Have you ever done anything like the old school 70s vans on the side of a van? Because they're badass.
yeah. I have actually a couple of them,
Nice.
and I love those.
Those
I
Vikings
did,
with the half naked women.
yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah, the ones that look like they could be heavy metal covers.
Yeah, yeah.
mm,
You don't see those as much as you used to anymore.
yeah. Well, I miss it. I've done zombies mostly, a lot of zombie skulls. But I've painted over the 25 years I've been doing it here. I painted a slew of dragsters, like all kinds of dragsters, like the Outlaw Motors dragsters at I guess it was 550. And then they got the rail dragsters, the long ones. And I did several of those, and a couple of them I actually got to do my own design on them. I turned one dragster into like a fighter jet, and uh, I don't know. I turned another dragster into an actual dragon.
Dude, I was just about to ask you if you've done any dragons.
Yeah, dragons. I love doing dragons. I painted a jet dragster that over here at the racetrack here in Tampa.
Well, some of the horsepower that those things have, you're essentially
Yeah, and it was
it's
a
essentially a
girl.
jet on wheels.
Yeah, and it was a woman driver.
Gee, that's just hot.
I wish I can remember names. I suck at names, but she was a really cool lady. And then she actually had a comic book made about her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's got a comic book. Yeah, I just remembered that. And she asked me, and I wasn't, I wasn't at all advertising for comic book work at the time, so I didn't do anything about that comic book. But they they were trying to like do this whole this image on her, uh, with her jet dragster. But because of the comic book that they were putting out, and it's about her uh, driving some kind of dragster in the comic or whatever. But they wanted they were getting picked up by Disney for this comic book, or somehow Disney was sponsoring it for her or with them. I don't really know the case, but they asked me to paint her jet dragster, to look like this comic book style dragster that she rides in the comic, that transforms into some kind of mechanical eagle or something.
Damn.
And so I did that, and it came out badass. The only problem the only problem with it, to be honest, is I wanted to get the job done quick, quick turnover.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't use any masking or any taping off, basically. I mean, I did some for the big shots all the way down the side of the dragster.
So you were trying to flex for the broad, right?
I wasn't, not for her, or I'm just trying to get it done quickly. And the only way I can do things quickly is to freehand it. So I just freehanded the shit
He
out
was
of it.
trying not to melt.
Yeah. That's probably it.
But it came out cool, and shit, I wish I had, but
You got
anyway, it was a good time. I'm looking to see if I can find any.
That sounds like one of those projects where you'd be regularly asking yourself, "How the hell am I going to pull this off?"
Yeah, well, I did pull it off. It came out great, and then she took it out on the track on her
And wrecked
sixth
it.
time, and it exploded.
Well, that's weird.
Women drivers, man.
Yeah, that seems to happen a lot in my career. Like,
What you say,
I
Mom?
did a whole bike. I did a whole bike devoted to arachnids.
Dude.
I called it the Arachnabusa,
Oh,
and
like
I painted that bike with all kinds of, like, I took me a
Hayabusas are great street bikes to paint on.
yeah. Well, he took it and fucking hot dogged it and wrecked it.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, he slid it all the way down the side of the road, and so yeah, it was a bummer too. But
So, well, his check cleared, so oh well.
there it is. Check clear. Hey, bootlegger, what's up, buddy? How you been? Bootlegger Comics in the chat.
What's up?
So, in case you guys didn't notice, I'm using the free version of Restream. So the logos and stuff are not up there. I did a survey on Twitter. They're like, we don't care about that bullshit. We just want to see you guys draw. So I said, okay.
And we're drawing Youngblood, right?
I mean, yeah, we're just celebrating issue 100. Just kind of trying to get back into the groove of things. You do whatever you want, really. There's no set rules.
Well, here, I'm gonna switch to my phone.
Yeah.
So I'll be right back. Right, that way people can see what I'm drawing.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. When you reboot, I'll re-jing in here. So, Michael, is there any updates on Arachnids?
Wish I could tell you, yeah, but no, there's no updates. It's still the exact same,
What?
except that I do have like all the books, all the pages of the reprint, all completed and ready to go to print.
Okay.
I'm just trying to catch up with doing some work to it. Like, I'm doing a new cover for it. There's a few interiors that I did already that I'm working on. There was, I spent a lot of time on this one page on 11 by 17 of Arachnus. It's like one of the newest Arachnus drawings that I've ever done, and I hate it. I hate it. I can't
Come
stand
on, man.
it. It's just, I don't know. I'm uh
You,
It's
you got
just,
to find some middle ground somewhere, man.
yeah, it's just, I'll show you.
I mean, I'm right there with you. Every time I do something, I hate it, but
Yeah,
I'm trying
I
to get
know.
better at it.
No, and I feel bad for saying but I can't help, I
Dude,
can't.
never feel bad for wanting to put out your best work. Never feel bad about that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't know what the fuck I did with it. So,
What do you say about John Mo? Yeah, I think Michael's on Facebook.
Is that better?
Yeah, we can see what you're doing.
Okay.
You just got to stop flipping me off.
mm,
I love you too, man. Yeah, I think Michael's on Facebook. What are you referencing? What book is
yeah,
that?
this is a mock-up of that page.
Oh,
It's on 11 by 17, but I just
nice.
it's these legs right here. I don't
Oh,
like. I
dude,
don't like it.
legs always give me the roughest time, man.
Yeah, and on the actual cover book page. Oh, here it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you seeing this, John?
Yes.
Put the
Oh, that's
logo.
old news. I've seen it before.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna put webs um all over um that sort of holds the title or the Arachnus logo on the page.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just these legs. I've been screwing around with them, trying to get them right, and I can't. It just looks dumb, so I just decided I was just gonna scrap it and do another, just start on a different drawing and do that, and then
I don't know, man. I think that's looking pretty tight.
yeah, I appreciate it. It's just it doesn't make any sense
What do you guys think of the chat?
after I finish
Looks
it.
great to me.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I mean, if
But
anything, maybe use the legs that you had in that original image and do something more like that on that second one, and it's good to go.
yeah,
I don't know, man. You could always put them mainly in like shadow and just throw a little bit of highlights on the top.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm digging it so far.
Well, I appreciate it, and
You're really going brutal with this one, though, aren't you?
yeah, I'm just I don't I don't really know where my mind is at on it, but I feel like I'm in for a change as far as art style goes. I feel myself pulling in this direction, and I think I'm just gonna let myself go there and see where it goes, see where it takes me. Because I'm trying to just get into the. I don't like anything that's too structured. Everything that has to be so precise and clean. I like chaos and I like mess and I like creating something out of that. And that's, I don't know, kind of like Bill Sienkiewicz work, the way uh artists like him do their thing, where it's just you know
That man's work is amazing, but I'll never figure out how to
things.
do that.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way on that one.
You know.
I like looking at it, but I can't do stuff like that.
I just feel so, I don't know, suffocated by staying inside of these confines, these compartments, especially when you do these panels, especially when you're working in tiny little, you know, images, in distance and stuff. It's just like,
Yeah, it's like you wish you could just find a way to go completely outside the borders and still make it look like a comic book.
exactly.
It's weird. Yeah, I kind of get that too.
Yeah.
Sometimes the
And
drawing is just too big for the goddamn page.
yeah. And it's also, I also realized that, I can't really take my art too seriously, like try to be like I don't know. like I want to be like other artists. Like I want to be like
Gotta be like Mike.
artists that I look up
Yeah,
to. I
be
guess.
like Mike. There you go.
Yeah. And the only way you can be yourself is just be yourself and just do your own thing.
This is true.
Ultimately, everything you do ends up your own thing. Even if you were, to copy somebody else's work, it'll eventually begin to look more like your work than their work, but their influences. People can tell. Like, oh, you like Jim Lee, or you do what you know this artist does, or
I try to mix my influences that way, at least in some ways, at least unique, and not
yeah,
necessarily, oh, that's just a knockoff of this guy or that guy or whatever.
yeah, yeah. And originally, I was planning on. I was like, the only reason I didn't decide to do Arachnus in my original idea is because I didn't. I don't know, something about doing your own thing, or like uh, just no knowledge. I didn't have enough understanding in comic book, especially tradition. Because it's about being precise with your pencil so that your inker knows what to ink, and then all these things that I thought were really important are important, but it's just not as important to me, or they're, yeah, as they are important to everybody else, or things that I feel like are important, other people don't see it that way.
Well, see
So
that also speaks to your style too.
yeah,
I would think as long as the image or the page is the story flows and it's readable,
hmm,
as long as people are entertained, that's all you need.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, yeah, it's been an eye-opening experience ever since I started this podcast with you, Don. Talking with you guys this past year. Um, and like I was looking at some of the drawings. I would have never done any of the drawings that I did at all, or not that I didn't want to, but the opportunity to do them.
Same here.
Much as I, uh, you know, as much as I've been able to draw these different characters because of your show, and I got like a whole stack of art. Like there's like 40 or 50 drawings here that I would have never done otherwise. But and I got to finish every one of them too, Don, which is not cool.
I got several that are not finished.
Mhm.
I have several.
Yeah, I did a whole bunch of um, sketches and drawings of like U.S. Assassin. Um,
He's fun to draw.
yeah, I like
Yeah,
him.
that's another one I got that's not done.
And your characters too. I still got a couple of them that did with Cyber Shot and Mother Earth,
Earth Mother, yeah.
Earth Mother, and another female character you got that I reference to that I was drawing.
Cool.
Um,
I look forward to seeing them.
there's a few that I have that you know, I'm going to finish them. And well, lately it's just been spending time doing this airbrush work so I can have a couple of dollars to eat with.
Well, yeah, that kind of
Eating
fire.
is good from time to time.
Yeah, eating and getting your bills paid. That's always good.
Yeah. But hell yeah, and here we are. It's June, summertime. My brother's birthday. Oh, damn it. What the hell? What's today?
Today is the 13th.
God damn it. I did. I missed my brother's birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday to Michael's brother.
Mario, right?
Yeah, my
Happy
younger
birthday,
brother.
Mario.
Mhm. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a bit. Couple of weeks. Been about a month actually. But Yeah, he's going in a completely different direction. He's become a baker.
Oh
Now he's
wow!
baking cookies and donuts, gluten free stuff.
I never understood the gluten free thing.
Yeah, I didn't either. He explained it. You know, some people have tolerance problems, like allergy problems.
There aren't that many people though.
He has he has
It's enough to make an industry out of it.
I
yeah,
guess.
he got some kind of stomach problem that I forgot what it was called, but you know
I thought it was sugar, but
he
apparently
can't eat gluten. He's lactose intolerant, something like that.
Hey guys, it's coming down pretty hard. So if I do cut out, I apologize.
oh, the rain.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
no problem.
raining. Okay.
We had
I
that a
just
few days.
noticed it when I switched over my phone.
Right.
Okay, no problem.
But yeah, he's gonna kick ass. He went to Australia with his wife and went into a donut shop. He said that he had these donuts there, and they tasted so good. He was so impressed by them, how good they were and how they were made. And so when he went to talk to the the people that made them, it was a couple, and they said they were gluten free and they had a recipe. So my brother got the recipe from them and brought it back to the States. And that's what he's been working on up there. And apparently they're coming out really good. And he's going to start, you know, baking and shipping them out everywhere.
That's cool. I always meant to look more into that gluten stuff was.
Yeah. Well, he
Here's
said it helps. And he said the biggest problem with gluten free food items is that there was never any good taste that came along with it. So he was surprised that these donuts tasted as good as they did, and that they were gluten free. So he said, you know, it just changed the game a little bit when you can actually provide nice, really good tasting gluten free products.
Bam Graphics says that Sinkowitz is like Sinkowitz
Yeah,
Sienkiewicz.
did a cover for him back in '91. It was like multimedia with actual bullet shells glued to the piece. It's pretty awesome. Oh, dude, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I'd like
that's
to see that
exactly what I
myself.
mean. Love that kind of just you know, it just feels free flowing. Like you can just do whatever you want to do, throw it on there. There's a couple of artists that are like that, and I can't think of their names, but they're all sort of in that same uh, mixed media way of doing things, and I think that's what appeals to me the most is just mixed mediums because I love airbrushing and using a paintbrush with acrylics, and you know, and even when I'm drawing, I'm thinking of ink wash and markers and paint markers and whatever would it would take and the way these guys display their work. I mean, I like that like hardcore brutal uh physique and like you know comic book characters like the Punisher or the Daredevil or even the Wolverine. You know, they don't look cool if they're all
Oh, dude, have you seen any of the videos that new Wolverine game they got coming out? Oh shit.
I think I've heard that there is one, but I haven't seen any videos for it.
Oh man, Joe was showing someone his show like a week or two ago.
Yeah,
Jeez, that thing is straight up brutal. I mean, just blood gushing everywhere. And you can see him actually start to heal, like he heals in real time. It's a little weird because the suit heals with him, but I mean, it's a video game.
yeah.
But I mean, it was like, damn, I mean, it was super brutal for a Marvel game and their curse and everything else. I was like, all right, go for it. Marvel, you get the video games right. Don't worry about the comics.
yeah. I don't know, man. There's a few exceptions here and there, but for the most part, I don't even really read Marvel anymore.
Yeah, I check a few out every now and then. Like they had some kind of new Avengers thing. I am an Avengers fan, always have been, and I checked it out and was immediately just gobsmacked by how bad it was. I mean, the art was actually not bad. I don't know the name of the artist, some new guy that I've never seen before, but Chip Zdarsky is writing it, and it's just,
Yeah,
maybe there's context because I think it's for a crossover. It's called Avengers Armageddon, and it was just stupid. It was just friggin' stupid, 100%. I was like, all right, well, I tried it. I'm done. Over.
I know to a point that we're kind of aging out,
Yeah.
but
A
I
lot.
got tired of Marvel just creatively giving people like me the finger, and it's like they're just ignoring what the actual fans want. I understand you need to gain new fans,
Yeah,
but
but you can't
in
shut
order to keep the
old fans
business
down
going,
too,
but you
man.
don't need to alienate people that have been supporting you for decades just in order to appeal to people that aren't buying your book anyway.
Well,
Just doesn't make sense to me.
they feel they need to, so they can keep right on doing it, and I'll keep right on not buying their crap.
Because like one of the exceptions for me was Nick Klein.
Oh yeah, he's good.
He's done a lot of Hulk work, and
Yeah,
I've seen that
he
he's
did
done some
Thor
work
stuff
with
too.
I want to say Thor.
Yeah, he's done some Thor stuff.
That dude, holy crap! And I think he does most, if not all, the art on the books that he's on.
Oh yeah,
That dude is
nice.
amazing.
It helps when they're the real deal.
Like he doesn't have a style like Kenneth Rocafort. I would think he's like damn near as good.
That's another guy, Kenneth Rocafort.
Because I know he does just about everything on his books. I believe.
Him and Eric Canetti, man, they got their own
I got a
unique.
chance to meet Canetti not too long ago.
How is he in person? I mean, he's
He
pretty
is
good on the podcast.
little.
You little guy.
I mean, I'm not a big guy either, but I'm 6 foot and like 200 pounds. He's got to be about 5'3", 5'4", maybe.
Oh wow.
But I never had an idea of, oh, hey, this is how I picture him. But sometimes it's still surprising to see. I mean, he's nice as can be, and he's a cool dude. I was just surprised. 'Cause he's Asian of some sort.
Filipino.
If that sounds right.
Mhm.
But still, I was surprised to see that he's
As
like
tiny as
five.
he
I
is.
want to say like 5'3".
Yeah, the Filipino men are kind of tiny.
I
Mhm.
mean, he's a complete artistic badass in every
By the
sense
way,
of the
if you're a
word.
Filipino male and you're inflamed by what I said, just send all hate mail to johnapple@gmail.com.
You son of a bitch.
Have you caught this podcast?
I'm a fan of Sean Crystal, so that's what renewed my interest in Canetti, and I got a chance to meet both of them after MegaCon. They had a short a little tour that they had for some of their books and to help promote the ink was it ink spot.
Yeah, the Ink Spot podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, the ink spot podcast. I can't talk. And the first shop they stopped at was one of my local shops, Blackbird Comics.
Uh-huh.
And so I initially went to meet Sean because I was such a big fan. And turns out that the entire Inkspot crew was there. So I got a chance to meet Eric Canetti, Matteo Scalera. I can never
Oh,
remember the
dude, I love
guy.
Mateo's work, man. He is the shit.
I can never remember the name of the guy that created the Girl Scouts comic. He's a really abstract art style.
um, hang on.
Mhm.
Ah, shit. I,
It sucks. He was a cool
is,
guy too.
is he the same guy that did the Clerks comic?
I believe so.
Chad, if you know, put it in there.
Suppose it like
My
GRRLS
friggin'
Girl
old man brain
Scouts.
just ain't working tonight. Oh, come on, Don. I don't want to
Jeff,
use Google. I feel like I'm cheating.
what
Um,
cheating?
damn it. F it. I'll use Google. Damn it, the hell.
But either way, yeah, I got a chance to meet all of them, and then Matteo Scalera is cool as shit too, and they all the personality that they have on the podcast
Uh huh.
was the same that I dealt with in person,
I'm gonna feel
which
really
which
stupid
I
when I
thought was
see his
awesome.
name.
And then Sean Crystal,
Jim Mahfood. Wasn't that it?
Jim Food, yes.
Yeah.
Cool dudes as well. And I got a chance to have Sean Crystal review that '90s comic that I'm so proud of.
Oh yeah. What do you
So
say?
I'm still working on that here and there. And then I even put a bug in Michael's ear to get him to doodle some stuff for my book too.
Nice, dude. Get it out there. Do you
I'm
think?
going to, yeah, 'cause issue 1, like I said, is drawn. As I get free time between commissions and work, I'm working on it. I'm currently plotting out issue 2, and I think I'm just going to do the graphic novel route and try to tell the whole story before I release it, though.
Everybody's probably screaming in the chat or wondering, look, where's the mega mission? Where's the mega mission? I don't know. Where's the mega mission? I'm still working on it.
In your head.
Keep your shirt on.
Don't want to rush a good thing, guys. I'm not gonna take your money and not give you something. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait.
You just don't want to starve
Yeah.
before and piss.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm trying to do the whole story at once and get it out, because I don't want to be one of those artists that, at the very least, looks unprofessional because they're not done or they don't have anything to show yet, but then they're still begging for your money. I know I'm not going to do that.
No, I'm not doing that either. I'm already begging for money.
I'm low key begging for money.
That's right. Michael does it better than we do. He's low key.
Well, he's
about
got something to show though.
Yeah, people will actually pay for his stuff.
Fuck ton of people paid for his stuff.
Well, yeah,
Well, remember I was looking
kidding.
through. I found. Well, Art of Roy had brought up an EJ. I can't ever pronounce his name.
Morges?
Yes. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name because I don't know how, and I'm not going to insult him. But they were talking about this book, The Legion of Night, that I've got right here.
Yeah.
And that while I was looking for my copy of it,
That's Will's, right?
I had it. I was looking at the going through my book, and I got my Arachnus section. I'm like, ooh, these look like fun. But I'm like,
Dude,
no,
I used to see that.
leave them there because I was looking for this.
Yeah.
And then I ended up seeing my Codename Strike Force as well, and I was getting distracted. I'm like, no, damn it, I'm looking for this particular book. If I wanted to look at all these other ones, then I would never achieve the goal that I was looking for. But I'm like, damn it, these comics look good. I want to read them again.
I used to see the advertisement for that in the back of Marvel Comics. God damn.
No, I didn't come across this book until well after Wills had made a name for himself.
Yeah. Same
and
here.
I found out about
I was like,
Wetwork stuff.
Show did that?
And then I think I found out about his X-Men stuff after that. He's one of those artists, or I'm one of those kind of fans that if I find an artist that I like, I try to find their older work as well so I can see how their style progressed.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, this, I can't remember the story. So normally for me, Sunday mornings is when I read any comics that I have to read. So I think with this one, I'm going to actually read it instead of just admire the art, because the art kicks ass. But I thought the story was pretty decent as well.
Who wrote it?
The person named Steve Gerber.
Oh yeah, Steve Gerber. He's classic.
I'm not entirely familiar. The I recognize the name.
Howard the Duck.
Oh, that's
why. He wrote a lot of Howard the Duck, I think.
It sounds right. But yeah, I mainly bought it initially just because I saw Wills Portasio drew it, and I didn't care about anything else at the time.
I'm probably wrong about that. The name Gerber does sound very familiar for that. Not that I was the biggest Howard the Duck fan.
You guys are going to laugh, but I remember seeing that movie in the theaters.
I never saw the movie. Huh?
I didn't even know it was a comic book at the time. I just saw, hey,
Hmm.
that looks like fun, and I ended up watching it.
Yeah, I was just thinking the other day that I thought I was happy to know or to think that I saw the original Star Wars in the theater. I saw like all of these great movies in history. I saw them at the theater, including Excalibur.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, dude.
And I
Oh, I
was a
saw
kid.
that as an adult. That was pretty good stuff.
Yeah, well, I saw it in the theater. And what was the other one that I just saw that I was just
And
thinking
to this
about?
day, one of my favorite Disney movies is The Black Cauldron, and I saw that one in theaters as well.
Oh yeah, that was
You ever
good.
see the Black Hole?
Yep,
That's a
in
good one.
Yeah,
theater.
I saw it on video.
Yeah, I saw that one in the video too. We didn't see that one in
I
theaters.
saw. Oh, and I saw Heavy Metal, the animation in the theater.
Okay, heavy metal. I love that.
See,
I never got a
you
chance to
win cool
see it
points for that one.
until I was in San Diego in the Navy, and they used to have this little place to hang out called the Yacht Club right off of Pier 6.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody was playing it on the big screen TV, one of those big ass projection TVs you used to have back in the day. Oh man, I had never seen it. I had never seen anything like that coming from the country as I was.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! And with the soundtrack as well, I was like, "This is the greatest thing ever."
The soundtrack's what did it for me.
I can't believe I've never seen this before. And that was right before the image boom and all that shit hit. So I got a good dose of all that shit all at one time.
Yeah,
That's
when I was teenager and I was looking for more than just superhero comics,
Uh-huh.
Heavy Metal magazine was where I landed, and that opened my eyes.
I
yeah.
didn't
That was
really
one of
get
my
heavy
favorite.
metal until about the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of my favorite uh, books to buy. Or
Because I've still got a bunch of my Heavy Metal magazines on the bookshelf behind me. So
mm,
I still flip through them every once in a while when I'm looking for inspiration.
wow.
Yeah. Heavy metal's not like it used to be though, man. I've checked out some
No,
of the newer stuff. It's not like it used to be.
yeah, what I see I see them on the shelf at my local one of my local shops called The Collective. But from what I've seen so far, it hasn't been anything like, oh man, I have to have that.
Yeah. I
You know,
mean,
if I come across
yeah,
something that it's interesting, okay, we'll see.
the
But
nudity factor and all that shit helping it out, as a young adolescent male. But there were so many cool and original stories too.
yes,
Yeah, some of the best
Oh yeah.
stories, like some of the ones that Mobius did with no words at all. It
Yeah,
was
that's
just
how I got
all,
exposed to Mobius and Milo Manera.
yeah,
yep.
There's
Milo
his name.
Manero is one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, of course, and there's a lot of Spanish artists that like Milo Manera that just uh I mean, they set a standard um that it was hard for anybody else to level up to in the
Hmm.
60s and 70s and the 80s. And Milo was one of them. I can't remember the name of the other artist, but one of them was did like a lot of Vampirella back in the 60s. Or
Oh, dude, yes,
and he
Vampiro.
was he painted her like, and then his actual comic work or his pages were just so incredibly beautiful. They were just
A bunch
each
of them transitioned
act-
to American comics as well.
yeah, yeah. There was a lot of them that came from um, Spain or maybe Mexico, or I don't know. Boris Vallejo
Yeah,
is another one.
Italy.
Seta, yeah, Frank Frazetta and Norman Rockwell.
Matter of fact, I think that was how I got exposed to Jeff Darrow was through heavy metal too. I think he did a
Yeah,
couple of
yeah,
things for them.
yeah. He did a
Uh,
lot.
As Piri is one of my favorites as well.
Yeah.
What is it?
This
Who is
artist
it?
As Piri, Azpiri.
Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
he's got a very cartoonish look to his style, but
Mhm.
I'm not going to open the book up. But
Yeah, that wouldn't be advisable.
yeah, he's got a very animated style to his work, but phenomenal.
Yeah. That's true.
His name escapes me, but the guy that did shit, now I can't think of the name of the comic. Uh, hang on, muscle bound guy, bald headed. It's right there on the tip of my tongue a second ago, and I can't think of it. Uh,
I mean, one of the things I liked about heavy metal so much is the fact that it wasn't what I was used to. I mean, granted, there
oh
are
yeah, it's completely different.
certain obvious benefits to a teenage boy
Yeah,
reading that magazine, but it was still opening me up to different experiences for art styles, subject matter, I mean, panel layout. I mean, a
you're like,
whole
oh,
bunch
that's
of
what that looks
stuff.
like.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't know she could bend like that.
I didn't know they could be so hairy.
You,
Crazy. Oh, Den, Den, Richard Corbin. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I love his work.
Yeah, me too. And the concept was cool too.
yeah. They exposed
Kind
me
of
to artists
seemed-
like Brahm and Frazetta, obviously,
Oh
yeah.
hell yeah.
Milo Manera. I mean, there's one called I want to say Ryan James, I think it was. He had a unique style, but it's like you could. One of the things I like about comic books is when you pick one up and you can tell, oh, hey, that's so and so. That's why I started reading heavy metal because some of those artists started standing out to me more and more,
Right.
and they're just awesome.
Yeah. And it wasn't just the artwork oftentimes. Um it was just the amazing storytelling that came with it. And
Yeah.
like I remember heavy metal uh and it was this jet that went through a UFO out in the clouds, into a, like flew into it in a giant hole inside of this round craft. And when it came out the other side, it was back in World War II.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Kind of
and
cool.
he had to fly back through it in order to evade being trapped in the past. And he did, you know, and it was all like it was told like through the pilot's eyes, and he's trying to mayday, mayday, and all of this, and the whole experience is him, you know, accidentally flying into this giant UFO that was hidden behind all these clouds,
Damn, I
and
think I'd
he
see.
went through, and then he got attacked by World War II airplanes, I think, and then and evaded, and then saw the UFO again and flew back through it, and ended up back in his own time.
That's tight. I like that story.
Yeah, and it was all drawn. The whole thing was, and there was no words.
See, that's when you can tell it's damn good storytelling is when you don't have to read it to tell what's going on.
Yeah, and it was scary, and it was just really well drawn. And that was just a fraction of the stories that were on there that were mesmerizing. And I wish I can remember names and artists, but that's one of my, uh, I think I'm retarded. And not to be,
You're not by
an-
yourself.
yeah, I don't mean to be anti-political or whatever and saying that word, but
Oh, it's okay.
I just call it like I see it. I feel like a retarded person. Mm.
I don't feel so smart today.
Yeah, I just, it's hard. I want to talk and say things, but
Again,
yeah, it takes me a minute to like formulate a word.
the goddamn words are too
To
hard.
Yeah, it's like my avatar doesn't work. It's not working properly.
Me and Brain Dead Minnie.
But Not all the time, just sometimes, like right now. But normally,
Only when I'm trying to say something.
yeah, or when I'm talking to people.
I tried to make communication, but the words won't let me.
Yeah, yeah, I don't mind saying, admitting at all that I'm well aware of the kind of hermit that I actually am. I spend uh, maybe 20 hours out of the day in this room only, and then
It can be fun, man. Don't knock it till you try it.
often it's often like that. But then like today, I went to go hang out with my young daughter, and we're watching this Korean uh, TV show called School Duty or something.
Okay.
And it's about these kids in Korea, and they're going to high school, and there's these giant spheres that suddenly show up floating above the cities in Seoul all over the world. And since the spheres aren't doing anything, the kids go on about their day in school, just knowing that these spheres are up there. And and they're basically docile, and so people don't know if they're here to cause harm or not. But they end up being the front of a major alien invasion that's going to happen, and the military know it. So they go into these high schools, and now they want these high school seniors to start training early for their military, just in case something should go down. And of
Wow.
course, while they're in the middle of their training, uh, they're attacked by these aliens, and then I have to. But it's kind of it's been interesting so far when you see the character arc of these characters, because I thought it was going to be like a like a whimsical, lightweight, funny kind of show, about
Mm-hmm.
kids that have to join the military because of aliens. But it turned out that it's real, like detailed, like the special effects are really good, really gory, and action packed, and these kids are really going through it. And and so there's this character uh, change that you can notice happening where they're all free spirited high schoolers joking around and shit all the time, and now they're like know how to read a map, they know how to charge a weapon, and they're in face to face with life and death situation.
What's
And
the name of this, man?
it's called School Duty or High School Duty.
Check
Uh,
that out.
I gotta find it.
Duty.
I think that's it. High School Duty.
As long as I don't have to read it. I don't like reading my TV shows.
Yeah, no, this is yeah. You got to read it. It's subtitle. It's my daughter has some kind of app where it just exclusive all Korean shows or something like that. And we're also watching one on Netflix that's pretty cool, and it's about high school bullying and or high school. It's corruption in the high school, really, where kids were bullying other kids to the point where these kids were committing suicide. Jumping off the
Man,
and then there were kids would harass the teachers so bad that there were teachers that committed suicide too.
damn.
Yeah, and then and so every episode is about one conflict or another in high schools, dealing with gangs, dealing with bullying, dealing with family abuse. I mean, dealing with and then teachers, and then and so they in order to fix this in the high schools, the
Mm-hmm.
government put together something called a BRPB or something like that, and it's like a um, an agency that their goal is to make schools peaceful, for kids to learn and make it a peaceful environment for everybody. And so they're there to fight the corruption, and it means that they got the legal right to beat the shit out of their students.
Wow.
And
Some kids need that.
yeah, and that's what they do because these kids are unruly and they don't give a shit and stuff. And this guy comes in and he's like, "Hey," and he just begins to smack the shit out of this bully, puts him in his place, And then, and every episode is like them coming into the rescue and helping people that have already committed suicide and they're trying to help their family, are about to commit suicide, or about to go to prison forever, or about to,
That almost sounds like the premise to Jim Belushi's The Principal. Almost.
yeah, it really is. It's like the principal that comes in. Um, it's a trope that's been played often with Jim Belushi, with Morgan
And when
Freeman.
that movie came out, though, there was a lot of movies like
Yeah.
that were
And this one, it's kind of a
set
martial
in the
arts
ghetto, and
movie.
then the administration had to take down the gangs or whatever.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer did one as well, and then Morgan Freeman did one.
Hmm.
Edward James Olmos did one, I think.
Yeah. And
Everybody had to get their,
Baby Doll, or what's that actress that plays the $1 million baby or something?
oh God, I can't think of anyone's name today.
Yeah, it's a
Only,
Clint Eastwood
I can
movie.
only remember she played a transvestite one time.
Yeah, yeah, but I can't remember her name.
Why
But
would I remember that? Why does that come to the forefront?
Hilary Swank.
Hillary Swank, there it is.
Yeah, Hilary Swank.
Upper
Yeah, that was one
West.
of her first roles where she was a trans girl or a
Yeah.
trans boy
Why can't I think of other stuff though? I mean,
or a girl. No, it was a girl who wanted to be a boy.
I don't know. I guess I am really am that weird. Can you imagine if I saw her at a convention or something and I'm like, hey, transvestite actress, can I get a signature? Blowjob, Mom? No.
Damn.
Mama Donna keeping it real. As only Mama Donna can. Yeah, Sam Jackson did
Oh,
one.
that Bad Rock looks badass.
Oh, thank you, dude.
That's in that one. That's you just pull that out and it's done. I love your.
Yeah, I know you guys can't see crap because I drew in blue line, but I ended up laying out Chapel's going to be here. It's going to be Die Hard. I'm going to attempt Bad Rock. I'm working on Shaft right now, and then that's going to be Vogue, I think.
Yeah, that's looking good.
So we'll see what
That's looking-
happens.
So have you talked to Omar and Marcus or any of those guys? They're not coming on the show.
Not as much as I used to. They got their own thing going on. And
Oh yeah.
Homer is more concentrated on getting his channel going. He's trying to break 1,000 subscribers.
Oh,
So, it's all good.
right on. Very cool.
It's all good in the hood. And if it ain't, oh well.
So you're gonna do a whole team shot?
Me? No. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment. I couldn't decide who I wanted to draw, so I said screw it. Because I figure if this can turn into a commission of some sort, there's a better chance of that happening if I just draw the team.
Yeah.
I was going to do the team, but I'm lazy. It's
Yep.
long.
I had been kind of planning it out in my head for a few days now.
Oh yeah.
I really,
Usually I try to have at least a rough idea of what I want to do instead of just sitting there and drawing endless amounts of thumbnails.
yeah.
I try to do that stage in my head. That way I at least have an idea of what I'm doing.
I really
And
have been
then
wanting to draw a Bad Rock for quite a while.
somehow it works out.
I've
for
never
me.
drawn this guy, and I've been wanting to do it, especially after I saw that cover I showed you, dude, which just fucking gnarly, man.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta draw a Bad Rock.
Bad Rock. Yeah.
Who used to be called Bedrock, and then there was a whole copyright snafu behind. I think it was called Bad Rock for one whole issue, and that was the end of that.
Yeah, it didn't take
No,
long.
it didn't.
And then Hanna-Barbera had a hissy fit about it or something.
Didn't they have to actually reprint the damn thing and take it out?
I don't know if he had to.
What? What do you
I
guys
don't know if he actually did.
over which name?
The Bedrock because of Hanna-Barbera.
Bedrock?
Yeah, Bedrock used to be Bedrock.
Yeah, I know, but Bedrock is a name taken already by
Well,
Hanna-Barbera.
Well, yeah, the Hanna Barbera. That's where they named. That's where the town the Flintstones lived in.
Mm, damn, that's
I
tough.
don't. I still don't get the
Isn't
correlation
bedrock an
because
actual ecological term?
yeah,
yeah, I'm sure that's where Rob got the idea
Yeah,
from.
like
But his bedrock didn't look anything like the make believe town that Warner Brothers had used in the Flintstones.
yeah. It's
yeah,
kind of hard to make a character look like a town.
Yeah,
It was basically they saw the success of the comic. They're like, no, if he's not going to pay us any money off of that, we're not going to let him use the name.
yeah.
well, there's no reason he should because his looks nothing like the
Yep,
other
they
one.
don't care about that.
I mean, you can't copyright a word that was already created,
Well, they
especially if you're using it in a
they
different
definitely
way.
gave him a cease and desist either way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
They're like, Rob Liefeld, you're too successful. Stop.
I think it works out better. Bedrock sounds like a better name anyway.
Yeah, it actually worked out for him. And I think they were going to. I think he was going to get a little bit of shit off the Yabba Dabba Doom too, but he still does that every now and then.
Yabba Dabba Doom.
Yeah,
yeah, he did it in this one.
Mm.
Actually, I have
Yabba Dabba Doom.
here it is.
yeah,
Or
it's pretty good. It's a pretty
Yabba
cool little
Dabba,
catch there. Hang on, I got you.
Yabba Dabba Boom.
Yabba Dabba
Well,
Thunderboom.
actually, technically, it's Yabba Dabba
He
Thunderboom.
is not holding it. Is that Mo near the hammer? I haven't read the issue yet.
I assumed that was like
Oh my god,
his version of
what are you
Thor.
doing, Rob?
I guess that was his hammer
What are
for
you
his version of
doing,
Thor.
Rob? Come on, man. Hey, Sheldon Martin in the chat. What's up, buddy?
Well, a hammer was a weapon that was used in
Oh yeah,
like
that's right. Sam Jackson's movie 187. That was a badass movie, dude.
Yeah, Vikings did use hammers, but I guess he had to come up with his
Yeah,
version.
Treat Williams.
the cleric's weapon
All right.
in Dungeons.
Yeah, Treat Williams did the the substitute 2 and 3.
Yeah, that I used to watch the hell out of those things.
The original was pretty badass. Although I'm still blanking on the name of the original actor, Tom
Tom
Berenger,
Berenger, yeah, dude.
because he did the sniper movie as well, the first
Oh,
one.
dude, those sniper movies.
So I guess he did the first substitute, and then Treat Williams played a different character, I believe, who was a Army Ranger or Army Special Forces or
Oh
something.
yeah.
And then he ended up doing 2 and 3.
Oh. Yeah, I like that one movie that Treat Williams starred in as the main character, where he's like a salvager out in the ocean, and oh man, I forgot the name of the damn movie.
Is this the one where the ocean liner like sunk or something, or was like rocked by a road wave?
Yeah, and it was some kind of giant.
Yeah, I think it's a remake of another movie from back
Yeah, I
in the
think
day.
it was, and then he ends up at the end on Monster Island. You know,
It's
because
been forever. I actually saw that in the theater. It's been forever since.
That sounds vaguely familiar, but for the life of me, I cannot
yeah,
remember the
but
name.
Treat Williams was, and everybody was worried about him because he doesn't play the main action character very well. But they gave him, and he ended up doing a good job on it. I liked it.
Yeah,
It was good. But the creatures were real. It was real wicked. It was giant, and it was made of these squirrely worms that tore through everything. And
Treat Williams was in the Avengers. He was one of the ones that was on the council that the one of the video screens that Sam Jackson's Nick Fury was talking to.
oh yeah,
Yeah, it was real
yeah.
quick, but he was there.
Yeah.
Unless I'm wrong and I'm thinking about Winter Soldier, but I'm pretty sure it was the Avengers.
Did you guys see the new He-Man movie?
Oh yeah, dude, that one it was badass.
I haven't
I
yet.
enjoyed it. A lot of people have not. I enjoyed it.
Well, I don't know. For me, a lot of movies lately just aren't worth the money it costs to go to a theater
Oh, I didn't
anymore.
watch it in the theater.
So I usually wait till it's available for
I
streaming.
caught it on some site called onlyflix.com, and it was pretty good quality, man. I caught it the night it came out.
Very cool.
I
Yeah, I
guess I'll
watch
be
it.
doing a
Watch
FBS
a
next.
Movie Box Pro. It's sort of the same thing. And I saw it, and it was, I mean, I watched some reviews on it and people talking about it, and it was kind of mixed, uh, but it turned out to be on par with what I experienced when I saw it myself, and um, and it was about they didn't take you know it that serious. Like they were serious about it. They spent the money on the special effects and but they were comparing that part to the ACU or uh, Marvel MCU
Yeah,
movies with the special effects and the
that's always your first mistake.
application.
Never compare it to that.
Mhm.
It's a
But I
whole.
like the main character that played E-Man. I thought he was a cool dude.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was a good He-Man.
funny, and I
He's
thought
good
that
at.
little kid was a perfect. Like their personalities and attitude matched each other because it looked like him when he grew up.
Yeah,
So the actor they got to play him as an adult, and the actor they got to play him as a child, those two look like really good, like alike. Like it was believable.
I remember seeing the original in theaters,
Hmm.
and as cheesy as it is, I think that maybe He Man is better as an animated movie,
Yeah,
just because I don't think it necessarily translates that well into live action.
yeah, and in this case, they actually did well with the characters. I'm not real. I remember I watched He Man when I was a kid, but I didn't follow He Man, so I didn't know any of the characters, and I never watched She-Ra, and but I understand the lore and where it came from and how toys were involved with this.
Actually, if anyone has the Tubi app, He Man's available on there.
I thought it was cool that Dolph Lundgren made a cameo in the
that
movie.
was tight, dude. And then he did the whole "Good Journey to You" and all
Who did
that
he
shit.
He's like,
play?
"You're in
Who did he
my
play in this
way."
one?
Yeah, it's like you're in my spot.
Yeah. Oh,
That
that's what he
shit
said.
was funny.
Oh, he played
Yeah,
himself.
yeah. He's just,
Yeah.
well, it was just like some dude at a gym,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
but it was funny how they did it. They had the guy that plays new He-Man go to a gym, and you stand in front of the mirror, and you can see Dolph over to the side, and he gets in front of him in the mirror like the new guy, and he's getting ready to do his set, and then
Hmm.
Dolph comes over and goes, "Hey, you're in my spot." And then the new kid was like, "You got any advice on for the new guy coming in? How would I
Mhm.
do this and all this other stuff?" And then he's like, "No, not really." He goes over to the side.
Wow, that's pretty clever.
Yeah,
That's better than most
it was like a quick 30,
movies they put
30
out now.
second thing, and then right as he's getting ready to leave, he goes, "Good journey to you." I was like, "Oh shit, look at that! That's pretty tight."
Well, that's already more effort than they put in a lot of movies
Yeah,
lately.
Yeah, that's
it was
what
pretty cool.
they nodded to Dolph Lundgren, and it was a nice nod. It was like, hey,
I still like the original. I mean, I obviously know aware of the flaws after watching it as an adult, but I was there when it came out as a kid, and I was
I
enamored.
yeah.
never liked the original.
And this was
I'm
the
sorry,
best. This was Jared Leto's best performance in his entire.
dude. Skeletor stole that movie 100%.
Yeah,
Stole it every time he showed up. And it was supposed to be some cheesy shit, but it was
That's the question
hilarious,
too,
dude.
because the last
It
few
was
movies he's
funny.
been in have
yeah,
just
It
stunk.
was so good. It was exactly how Skeletor would be.
yeah.
A cheesy, over the top retard. And I loved every
Saw
minute of it.
this. It was a AI animated video of the history of Skeletor, and went all the way to the point where he lost his face.
Oh
Have you
yeah.
seen that?
No, no, I haven't seen
It's a whole backstory on Skeletor and why and how he ended up where he was at. and he lost his face by trying to use a. It was like this um,
The
liquid
Havoc
that's
staff.
like acid
Yeah.
that's used in magic, but he threw it at his enemy and it backfired and splashed back on him and melted his face off.
Damn, really?
Yeah, yeah, I saw that version in the 2003 version of the show, of the cartoon that came out.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
He threw that in the king's face
and the king,
when he was
in
just
this
a
case,
guard or
the
something.
king was his father, and
Oh,
his
wow.
father had an affair with a woman who had that blue skin. There were a race of
Oh,
people that had
okay.
blue skin.
So they made him more into like a Loki type character then.
Yeah, exactly. But the father didn't treat him at all like a human or anything. But because he was the prince of the realm, he was, he got all of the trimmings that a prince gets. But he was always left alone and never, nobody ever accepted him really in it, because they're all like these pretty white people basically.
Hmm.
His mother was murdered by them and by the father, and father disdained him. And then the father had a son, another son, and he was the good kid, and uh, and that's where He-Man's lineage comes from. But He-Man and Skeletor are brothers, or they both
Really?
have the same father.
That's crazy, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. I was a big fan of the toys, and I had collected almost all the mini comics. They were the best part.
Yeah.
I had the Castle Grayskull, I had the Wind Rider, I had the Battering Ram, Sky Sled. I even had Faker He-Man, for God's sake.
I loved Faker. He was my favorite
Yep.
figure.
Who's that?
Faker He-Man?
He was pretty much like a blue
Yeah.
skinned evil robot version of He-Man.
Oh, right on.
And I didn't know it until I was an adult that he was never even really in the
Nope.
show.
I had Tila, I had Skeletor, Beastman, Merman. Beastman, Merman, and Skeletor were the first three I ever got.
I even had I remember going to a store signing or something for a He-Man as a kid, and I got the Evil Lyn figure.
I never got that one. They didn't have it for me.
Yeah, the girl that
Maybe that's
played
I mean
Evelyn.
I was a kid when I got it, but maybe that's why they had that show, was so they could promote her figure or something. I can't remember.
Mm.
Never got the Sorceress either.
I don't know anybody that had the Sorcerer's figure.
She might have been one of those ones you had to mail away. There was a lot of that stuff back in the day.
Mm.
But my grandmother got me the He-Man stuff. She visited California. Nobody had it on the
Hmm.
East Coast yet. I was like one of the first kids to get it in my era. I was pretty cool in school for all of a week before the rest of it showed up.
Mm.
But it wasn't too long after He-Man I got into GI Joe, and then
Oh yeah, I was mainly GI Joe was my
GI
thing,
Joe and Star Wars. That was it for me after that.
but
Um, uh,
I had mostly GI Joe stuff, but then you still had Thundercats and He-Man, Transformers, GoBots. It was a great
The
time to have toys.
Thundercats and Transformers and stuff like that came a little late for me. That's when I was starting to get out of toys.
yeah, that's
Ah,
me too. I was into Johnny West and Geronimo, and
Yeah,
they were like big action figures, where you had the rubber, pistol or the
yeah. I
outfits.
was getting out of the toys, and I was starting to do like puzzles and uh, really concentrate on like model cars and stuff like that. Then I discovered the joy of women, and it was over for me.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because you know about the Never Ending Story, right?
yep.
yeah.
The
I
name of that
almost
land,
got my 10-year-old to watch that.
the name of that land wasn't like Eternia. He also, or no, right? Was it called
I don't know.
Eternia?
I want to say they had a different name for it. We
Oh,
can
wait,
consult the
was it
chat and see what
Fantasia?
they say.
That can't be it.
Yes, maybe.
Fantasia. You see?
I never saw the Never Ending Story. I know I'm not a true
It's
nerd.
Uh, yeah, I saw one.
pretty sure you can find it online. It's most likely on
Oh,
Tubi.
I don't really want to see it. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
fine. Screw you then.
Yeah.
I have been doing a rewatch of a lot of the old '80s stuff lately. Like yesterday was the 45th anniversary of the premiere of Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, and
Mhm.
I actually had that on 4K, and I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh God damn! I forgot how good this movie is."
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't know that was
I
Alfred
did not
Molina.
know that, dude. It's been years since I've seen this flick, and I'm as soon as he showed up, like the very first frame, I'm like, "That's fucking Doc Ock, dude." I could tell. You know, it's fucking Doc
Yeah.
Ock.
Yeah. Did you guys see Disclosure Day?
Not yet.
No,
Mhm.
I've heard not a lot of good things
I've heard a
about
lot
it.
Yeah.
of mixed reviews about it.
Yeah, I've heard both. I saw it myself, and and I can understand where everybody's coming from. It was a good movie. Could have Steven Spielberg come up with a better movie? Yeah, but I understand the premise, and basically he's probably uh, the only director that's ever gone there and try to tell this kind of story. Because it just sort of reinforces this idea that you can't trust your government, that the government are keeping secrets for you from us.
Gee, never heard that one before.
Yeah, and this one was just right in your face. That's exactly what's happening, and that there's all this plethora of UFO information that they're intentionally keeping from you, and
Well,
we
yeah.
have to get to a point, and that's where we're at now, which is strange. And in the real world, there is some kind of effort being made to release, you know,
Yeah, something.
all
Dude,
this.
it wouldn't matter if they had undeniable proof, like for real, that aliens were here among us. Not, they will never tell you everything because humans can't handle that kind of shit, man. Cannot handle, especially the religious sect. The truly religious people, like hardcore Jesus freaks and whatnot. I guarantee you, if it came down, like if it ever came down to where a UFO popped out in the skies above Washington D.C. and it was undeniable, like the Disclosure Day scenario, right? Say riots in the streets, bro. Riots in the streets. That's what it would be like.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
People are
I'm
crazy.
I'm one of those I'm one of those kind of Jesus freaks.
No,
And
no. There's Jesus. I'm talking Jesus freaks.
well,
Okay.
yeah, but there's religious freaks.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of them, and yeah, and you know, I'm not going to deny that they wouldn't be a problem if something like that should happen.
Yeah.
A lot of Christians, it's going around now that these alien beings aren't necessarily interplanetary creatures, that they're more interdimensional beings. And there's
Yeah.
that, and I think that
Something.
I, especially because of all the research I did for writing stories, especially arachnids, because I want to tell a story about science and about portals being open to other universes, that are dimensions, that are in other worlds, other time and space is separated from our time and space, right? And I believe that they exist in a multi-dimensional parallel universe. I That's my belief. Like I can believe it
Did you
only
see
because
that
of.
that dead Bigfoot body
Huh?
they found? Did you see that Bigfoot body that guy found?
Yeah.
We,
I saw a picture online. It looks
yeah,
fake as
dude.
fake as
But
can
the
Yeah.
way
be.
he was talking about it, it has copper blood and it clearly is an interdimensional being.
Like you could tell that it looked like it was either like photoshopped
Right.
in or it was some kind of a prosthetic
Yeah, he
dummy
got
or
his buddy
something.
from the community college. He's doing
Yeah.
like art and shit to put a paper mache Bigfoot together.
Yeah. Well, Bigfoot is one of those strange questions that people have, but there are actually way more. folklore out there than just Bigfoot. Like Bigfoot is a small little fraction, but that's the go-to word when anybody describes UFOs or cryptids or interdimensional beings, then Bigfoot comes into play because we're still trying to figure out Bigfoot. Like those of us who don't know anything about Bigfoot, who hear about Bigfoot and are inquiring, like, what is Bigfoot? And, is it real? What the fuck? Sasquatch and the abominable snowman. And then uh, the kind of giant ape, the Hypithecus, whatever. I mean, we're looking for answers. We're looking, and and some of us are well enough, wise enough, I guess, to discern. Um, what makes a good answer is a good question, and how do we find those good questions that get answered? Because we can ask a lot of fucking questions. We can ask some really dumb questions, and we'll always get an answer, even if they're dumb answers.
What do you think, man? Real or not?
Real what?
Bigfoot. You think he exists or no?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
With technology the way it is
But
now, if those things were
it's my
real, we would
philosophy
have
that
found proof
arachnids
of some
exist
sort.
too in the universe. Santa Claus
What's up,
exists in
Buzz?
the
Ace
universe.
Vito?
Okay.
Vampires
Oh,
exist. Dracula exists. Wolfman. All of these things exist, and and out in the universe, and some maybe not in my time and space, and they're not my dimension, but in a parallel dimension out there, I think it's happening. I think stories like the Never Ending Story, which is about a universe that exists from the mind of a human imagination, and that's what the Never Ending Story is about. It's about this universe about this whole world called Fantasia, I think, and it's being eaten by the nothing. And the nothing is the kid just simply growing up and forgetting about all the things that he had his imagination for. And it was this fantastical world. And when he remembered, the world started again at the very end and came back to this fantastical realm. And it's just like Santa Claus, like how the Santa Claus movies, if kids stop believing in Santa Claus and Santa Claus stops working. And
Wait, wait. Are
then
you? What are you trying to tell me, man? There's no Santa?
I'm trying to tell you there is a Santa. That
Okay,
Santa does exist.
don't start nothing you can't finish, man. Come on now. I'm a big believer and a big lover though, Jolly the
Well,
Jolly
it
Man.
isn't just Santa; it's everything else that comes with it. The
I mean,
crumpets
don't
that
be telling me
exists.
there ain't no Easter Bunny either, because I'm gonna get mad.
Yeah, I don't know about the Easter bunny. That it's weird. Bunny laying eggs, uh,
Hey, what's up,
but
Tank?
yeah, definitely the Easter bunny. The what's that other jacka jacka
Jack o' lantern,
jacka? No, the
Jackalope.
jackalope.
jackalope. Oh,
Yeah, the
dude.
antelope and the jackrabbit. The jackalope.
We got Buzz Acevedo in the chat saying hell to everybody, and he wants to know who's drawing Shaft and why isn't it everyone? I don't know, dude. I've
I'm
always
working on
felt
Shaft right
odd
now.
drawing a character named Shaft. I just feel like it would be too gay.
Who's Shaft?
The bow and arrow guy.
The
Oh, the
leader
bow and
of
arrow guy, the main.
Youngblood.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I want to draw him, just not that bad.
Yeah, I was gonna do like a close up of Chapel.
Oh, dude.
Chapel's
Chapel is
badass too.
badass. For real.
Uh,
You would do a killer Chapel, Michael.
Yeah, Bam Graphics came up with the skunk ape. That's the Florida version of the Bigfoot.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna
And
be
the
good.
Gator Man and the Cat Man and the Wolf Man. I'm telling you, uh, the stories are boundless, and all of these. It's kind of my philosophy. It's a weird one, but I believe that as a human being, conscious being, uh, that we all are like we share the same space, but you and I and all of us are in completely different universes. My universe is my universe, and it's basically specific to me and my perspective. And nobody else can experience my universe the way I do unless you're standing in the same shoes I'm wearing my entire life.
This is true.
right? That's the only way I think, maybe. But even still, you might experience your own universe, period.
Yeah.
So here we are, and we're like 8.5 billion of us, like, or maybe more, universes on this one planet alone, right? And each one of us beings, and this is quantum physics, mind you, which is, a science that can be um, mathematically described. And I'm talking about,
Oh, come on, man. Don't bring math into it. I'm bad at that stuff.
well, I'm bad at it too, but I love it anyway, right?
Quick, who's got a calculator? Chat? Come on, man.
Well, according to
Son of
quantum
Prez.
physics and mathematics too, um, that it's an infinite universe, and then and like to build in the span of infinity, um, requires all of this time and space to happen. And every time and space that happen is an experience. It's a perspective. And so when the internet came, that's when it became clear that there are humans out there experiencing things that we can only imagine, or not even, or horror, not only horrifying things, but wonderful things, like the best of everything, like heaven and hell is being experienced in our life, like right now. There's people right now experiencing hell. For everything you can possibly believe hell is, people are going through it right the fuck now.
Yeah,
And at
that's
the
called
same
marriage.
token, people,
Yeah.
when you think about heaven, there are people experiencing that right now too. Everything about heaven, everything that it's about love and light, people are experiencing it right now. Everybody out there is experiencing this. And then because of the internet, now people are starting to like share their experiences, their stories. And there are a billion of them now, especially now. And this was back in AOL time when I first, people were just, everybody was trying to say something, trying to communicate something, trying to tell something. And all these stories came out. There's people experiencing demonic energy. There's people experiencing ghosts and angels and blessings and miracles and tragedies. And right now, there's people experiencing it, everything. And so I think it's very possible that every one of us, every choice you make in your entire life, uh, puts you on a time stream, it breaks off into a parallel dimension when one choice you make is to go left, and then there's another choice, another time where you chose right, and there's a whole life stream happening because of those choices. So I think about that and the possibilities of that, and why not? So when you think about all of these parallel universes that are happening in time and space right now, separate from my time and space, then anything can exist in those universes, including Bad Rock and Santa Claus and you know Deadpool,
Oh, no,
and they
not
all
good.
might exist. And the other thing that sort of indicates their existence, and this is something that the Egyptians were talking about as far as immortality goes, is that immortality is you get immortality as long as somebody remembers you in their consciousness. As long as somebody has you in their mind, you'll 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 exist somewhere. You'll
That's
you'll
right.
you'll be there.
And
You're,
while
you're
we're
in the
talking about
universe.
remembering, remember to click like and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so we're only doing this for 2 hours. I'm already 15 minutes over. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this puppy up. And we'll go ahead and go around the round table and we'll let everybody show us what they got.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, we won't always be 2 hours. Some nights will be longer. Some nights there's really no set limit, but I really haven't fixed dinner yet. And, don't want to make Mama Done wait too long.
Yeah, no, that's great.
She's not herself when she's hangry. We don't have any Snickers here. So let's see. Michael, we'll show what you got going on.
Okay. Well, I got this USA Assassin design I
Nice.
was working on. I'm gonna
Very nice.
finish it. But
Cool.
Mark Polton's gonna love to see
Yeah, he
that.
is. He's gonna flip out.
Him and was it Mike
Mike McMahon.
McMahon as
Yep.
well.
cool. Yeah, I got it.
I know for a fact they're both big fans.
All right on. Well, I'm gonna, this is all sketched in there, but I was gonna draw it out and detail it, put all the.
That looks badass.
Most definitely.
I know a pretty good inker if you need one.
There it is.
Right on. Yeah, you got it.
You got anything else you want to show off, Mike?
No, I got a shitload of things to show, but I'll just stick with what we did tonight, and then
Okay.
otherwise, go on forever.
I understand.
But yeah, I'm glad you're back, Don, and I look forward to more times.
I appreciate that, man. It's always good hanging out with you guys, and yeah,
Cool.
yeah, definitely.
And yeah, and bring your mom along.
All right, John, what you got going on here?
I want to ink that too. Damn, that looks awesome.
Well, have them send it to you. You can get. You don't need any personal time. Just ink off.
I'm doing, since I'm such a glutton for punishment, I laid out the team, or what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members of the
Nice.
team in blue line.
Ooh.
I know you're not going to see it, but I'm going to post this on my X page. That way you can see better.
Yeah, definitely.
But I've got Shaft pretty much done.
Right on.
Looking good, man.
But for this project, though, I was trying to stick to the reference from the issue that we were promoting.
Well, yeah, that's cool.
And so instead of just drawing the team, I thought it'd be a better challenge if I drew the team from issue 100.
Okay. Yeah, he's supposed to have new members coming in too, man. Like I said, I haven't read it yet, but I was reading an article saying there was new members, new team members or whatever. I think they're all new. I don't think it's anybody we know yet. So I don't know.
Maybe.
Hey, you guys
Honestly, all I did was thumb
at the
through
White
it.
House tomorrow.
I'm not going to be there, but I'm definitely going to watch some of it. I mean, it doesn't get more American than that.
Yeah.
Kicking ass on the front lawn of the White House. And I say just go ahead and flatten out the back lawn and just make that a freaking NFL stadium.
Yeah, why not? They're gonna have enough money to do whatever the fuck they want.
That's what I'm saying, man. And here's my bad rock.
That's going to look badass when you finish it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, this other, I'm gonna try and produce some badass work. That is badass.
Show everybody.
That looks really good.
Thank you, man. This is the cover of Omega Mission that I've been working off and on.
Yeah.
I've been kind of.
Oh, I'm going to make sure
Yeah.
I use the YOUNGBLOOD 100 hashtag as well.
Yeah. Let me see. This is Solar Star down here. I didn't want to do one of their, they're just all standing there looking, cool and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like they're all coming directly at you.
Yeah.
And I got
Who's the dude flying on the bottom left?
that's Solar Star.
I like that pose.
Yeah.
It looks very fluid.
Thanks. That's Earth
Yeah.
Mother right here. And then we got Dodge being his usual mustachioed, grimacing self.
He's cool.
He just looks like a crotchety old
He
guy
is.
that's going to whoop
He
your
is.
ass.
That's
Who's that guy?
Proton. That's Proton.
What?
That's Proton. He used to be called
Oh, okay.
Radfire, but he's Proton. Originally, I'm going back to all my original names and designs. for the
Right.
most part.
Yeah.
That's Sylark coming at you. Bubbles right there.
Cool.
And then the last two that I gotta get in there is, of course, our good friend Cybershot. And then we got Brash
Cool.
doing the big strong guy hairy stuff down there. So there we go. Guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in and watching tonight. It's good to be back. It's good to be doing the damn thing. It's good to have my friends back with me. My friends who decided to come back anyway. I'm not throwing shade. I'm not throwing shade. It's all good. Everybody can do what they're doing. I get why things are the way they are.
Good
It's
night, guys.
okay.
Good night, Mama
Don't have an
Donna.
outro yet, but we'll see you again this time. Well, not this time, but 8 p.m. next week. And we're going to have a guest next week. I can't remember who it's going to be, but we're going to be drawing some characters from that campaign. And
Alright.
just
You're gonna have Todd McFarlane on next week?
God damn, wouldn't it be cool?
We're waiting for his
Old
response.
Toddy Mac. You know
I
what I'm
just
saying?
want to know what the fuck's going on with his movie.
Movie.
Spawn.
Oh, that's right. They're
The one
redoing
that's been
Spawn.
in
I forgot
process
about
for the last
that.
20 years.
Mhm.
Damn.
We're in development.
Is Jamie Foxx still going to star?
As far as I know.
Yeah, I think so.
But they're having trouble with the script and all that, right?
Yeah, well, I guess he wants to. He's directing it himself.
What? Todd?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. That's what I heard, but
Oh, God.
I can't help but
He's
think,
gonna
though,
direct
that
it
if
himself.
you actually worked on it, it would be done by now.
Mm,
Yeah. Well, he's got like a toy empire and all this other shit that he's doing.
yeah.
An AI to
Honestly,
promote
I
his
don't think
comic books.
he's making. He hasn't committed a blood sacrifice yet, and
That's what it is, dude.
That's
That's
what
what
it
it
is.
is, man.
Yeah.
Spawn and Arachne should team up. And
Oh my God! You know how awesome that would be.
hey, man, they. I'm just saying, they're both in that genre.
Well,
Make it happen.
when Arachnus is looking to eat some strange, then I'll go after.
There it is. Mama Donna, you want to say goodnight to everybody?
I did.
Oh, you
Good night,
did?
everybody. Hope to see y'all next week.
Thanks again for tuning in and like, subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you.